Today I'll continue my previous lecture on research process. After formulating research problem, hypotheses are developed, defined, and stated which are relevant to research problem. A hypothesis is a proposition that is empirically testable. Actually, hypothesis is a statement for testing. To test any statement that explain any relation between variables, or to test any statement that describe any characteristics of a variable. In a descriptive research, the descriptive hypotheses are used in which characteristics of variables are tested. Relational hypothesis, which is further divided into a correlation hypothesis and explanatory hypothesis. In correlation hypothesis, relationship among variables are tested, and in explanatory hypothesis, the effects of independent variables on dependent variable are tested. Null and alternative hypothesis and research hypothesis. Theoretical framework. Theoretical framework is a conceptual model that identifies the important factors and relationship among these factors relevant to research problem. Actually, theoretical framework describes the interrelationship between variables that are considered to be important to the research problem being investigated. Theoretical framework helps for the development of hypotheses and to test characteristics of variables or to test the relationship among variables. It also helps to improve understanding about the research problem. Thus, research theoretical framework is an integral part of research and for examining the research problem. Hence, the entire research rests on the theoretical framework. Our theoretical framework elaborates the relationship among the variables, explains the logic underlying these relationships, describe the nature and direction of relationships. The components of theoretical framework. A good theoretical framework identifies and labels the important variables in the situation that are relevant to the problem identified. It logically describes the interconnection among these variables. The elaboration of these variables in the theoretical framework addresses the issues of why or how we expect certain relationships to exist and the nature and direction of the relationships among the variables of interest. At the end, the whole discussion can be portrayed in a schematic diagram. There are 6 basic features that should be incorporated in any theoretical framework, and these are: make an inventory of our variables, specify the direction of a relationship, give a clear explanation of why we should expect the proposed relationship to exist, make an inventory of propositions, arrange these propositions in a sequential order, systematic diagram of the theoretical model be given. Then next step in research process is the research design and plan, which specify the research methodology used in research, which includes research methods, research techniques, research tools, and research procedures for conducting research. Research design and plan includes developing design strategies, developing measurement scales and index, developing sampling design. Data collection. Data collection is the part of research design, and data collection methods depends on the research techniques defined or selected in research design part. And there are different ways of collecting data, and which includes interviews, questionnaires, and observations. Data processing and analysis. Data processing includes editing and coding. It also includes management of data for analysis. Analysis of data is to be conducted on the basis of research techniques defined or selected in research design and the nature of the data collected. Analyzing and interpretation of data is used for testing formulated hypotheses of research. And after analyzing and interpretation of data, research is concluded, and then comes report writing, which includes the whole research is reported and presented.